Mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. Welcome to it. This is Wednesday Night Fights. I'm Fife and on. Is it your right, my left? The coldest man in the FGC, Big Freeze himself. Welcome to it. I need a DJ horn. How you been, my guy? Chat, he's a One Piece hater. Should we have him here? Dude, I'm a One Piece class. I'm not even gonna lie. It's me, Mario. I see Lyle Mac. I see Juno, Bionic up in here. You cannot hear Freeze. Okay, you should hear Freeze now. Freeze, they didn't hear you. I said Freeze was a One Piece hater and he was defending himself.
I don't need to defend myself because I'm not a One Piece hater. I don't hate One Piece.
Away. Hope you guys are having a liquor Wednesday night. Guys, it is settling into the coldest of winter. You can see me out here. I got a hoodie on and I got a puffer on as well because holy shit, man, I was feeling it. Maybe just the old in my bones, but it was definitely kicking me in the cojones. Speaking about cojones, we got some big cojones in the bracket tonight, chat. Let's have a quick look at that. So we have... Whenever I see this man's name, I'm like, Pangsha's Bangs ass? I don't know. You guys decide.
Let's just call him Noodles.
It is going to be Noodles up against Lal Mac to start off this evening's CRZY. This is qualifier number 3. Next week will be qualifier number 4. Then we've got the OG Irfan Pierce up against Gladius Lover. We've got Swamp to the Izzo versus Arango Pedro. And then Mav, aka Naruto RSA, up against GFK. So that is what your bracket.
Maybe.
Listen, I said that as well. Dude signs up week in, week out, but I already have a person in the cut in case homie doesn't pitch. So we'll give him
Great, perfect.
We'll give him the benefit of that, like rental tickets. I buy season passes, chat. I don't need rental tickets. Give me some other form of currency. Give me more drive tickets or give me that shit that they can use to buy stages. I like stages.
That's drive tickets.
Yeah, give me that shit. I like that shit. Oh, Bison.
What do you think about the bracket tonight?
Bison celebrates a birthday? Since when do dictators celebrate birthdays?
He didn't die. I think after you die.
After you ascend into the heavens, remember you don't?
He doesn't even remember who he is. How is he celebrating a birthday?
Remember that man got... Do you think he got hit by OD amnesia? Asking for myself.
I think he's just old. I think you'll get hit by old OD Alzheimer's, maybe.
Guys, can we maybe just get like a vibe check on actual ages in Street Fighter? Because how old were they in 1991 when Street Fighter 2 came out?
I think Chan, Ryu, Ken, they're all like in their 40s now. I think Sagat and Bison are like late 60s now, something like that.
God damn! Through angst of the FGC, they still putting in work.
They're getting up there by U5.
My bro, they still putting in work at that age. Yara. I'll also forget my birthday. If I must run around mooring a klom young like this whole time. Turn Freeze's mic up a little bit. Let's juice Freeze. Okay, I juiced Freeze a little bit more. I'm going to give him a little bit of juice on the other side. That's what I love about technology. There's always more than one way to manipulate the system. Okay. Freeze is juiced. Freeze, talk to the people while I spectate. You don't need the room code, right? You know the room code. You a resident. Residents don't need invites. Shout out to all the day ones joining us. Shout out to all the people watching on the TikTok side of life. Welcome to it. Mystery, thank you so much for joining us on TikTok. We are also trip streaming. I'm going with trip streaming, not trio streaming. We trip streaming to Twitch, TikTok, as well as YouTube live, so you can watch wherever you feel comfortable watching from. But I do appreciate the support on Twitch. We are trying to grow this channel and the community one follower at a time. So yeah, man, in terms of matches, let's see. It's supposed to be Lyle versus Noodles. Let me hit the boy Noodles up because I know he's not in the group. Let me just add him. If not, then we can just jump into Irfan versus Gladius Lover.
What do you think about the bracket this evening, Five? Who do you think's taking it tonight?
Me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my goat, man. Bro. Go with my OG, Mr. Irfan Pierce himself. I will I will glaze that man in any bracket that is in, bruh. Like,
Okay.
you need to understand, this is the Tiger of my generation. Like, Javi is whooping ass right now. In my generation, you walked into an arcade and people were just like, fuck, is it a fan here? Okay, we'll just wait. There were very few people at our arcade that was willing to go toe to toe with Irfan. It was Tyron, it was Yusuf, it was Tyron's brother Sylvester. I would play him, but I'd get smoked all the time. And that was basically it then. As we got older, that arcade's name was Yam Yam. We graduated from Yam Yam, and then Irfan was at Cape Potential University of Technology. I think it's called CPUT now, but back then it was called Cape Tech. He was at Cape Tech. I was at Harold Cressy High School. We'd come down. I'd come down. Well, it's the same distance because they're opposite each other. So I'd walk down to Cape Town Station and I'd get Irfan there, and I was like, yeah, bruh. Gonna man catch a break in this bracket, my bro. My bracket demon is here every day of the week, 6 days a week. Only time I didn't see that man there was on a Sunday because he used to DJ on Saturday night. So he was probably like hanging out with the cool kids and after parties and shit. But I was there 7 days a week, Wonderland, Cape Town Station. Glorious time to be alive. Is it your turn, Arango? Exclamation bracket if you want to see where your matches are. We can throw the bracket up on screen again for those who didn't see. So we're gonna give Noodles 5 more minutes before we move on. I did inbox him. Well, not inbox him. I did DM him. So let's give Noodles 5 minutes. You guys know I'm a gracious host. I like to be fair and transparent with everyone. Lala's already queued up, ready to whoop some ass. But yeah, sounds like y'all were free. Juno.
You know, Five.
Juno.
You need to think about it.
Juno.
You need to think about it.
I won my first KOF tournament. I was 15, bro. You know how much 150 Rand got you in 1997 when KOF 97 came out, bro? I was balling, my guy. I was. Oh, wait, shit. What? Wait, what? What happened? Oh, the man is here. My bad. It's Punchaz. Okay, connections. Okay, we connected, chat. We connected. Where is my water bottle? Old man needs to hydrate.
I did say the last time around when I was in chat that the Teddy combos were looking a little bit whack, a little bit unoptimal. So we're gonna have to see this week if
the man spent some time in the lab.
If Noodles has tightened up, if he's worked on his combos, and if he can deal with this JP neutral.
Dude, if there's one thing I know is that Lal is putting in work in this game, bro. Lal even has his own fan club show up on a weekly basis just to let people know he's really out there putting in work like that. The OD Amnesia gets clipped. Oh, pop. I thought he was going to confirm into level 1 for the full screen confirm, but he's out of burnout now. What do you do in this situation as a Terry?
I think that so far Noodles has been approaching it the right way. You know, he's going for the burn knuckles and he's really taking his turn. I think a mistake that a lot of people make against JP is that they very scared to take the turn because they don't want to get hit by the amnesia. But you know, that's just where you need to spend a little bit of time in the lab and figure out what your counterplay is. What can you do to counter the amnesia?
Oh, what a drive rush from full screen. Talk about counterplay, the throw. Okay, we shimmy. We're looking for things. And Lal just like that, right back in. Uh-oh, connection issue, but we confirm. Does he go for the full combo? He drops. Shimmy, shimmy out. Yep, he's looking for it. Lal has a little bit of meter left. He's probably got like 1 OD amnesia left in him. Oh, okay, Noodles.
Noodles going for a lot of delay stuff here. A little bit of a go in, walk back, delay the crouch, medium punch. Just know that Lyle likes to press those delay buttons, the delay throw, delay crouch, medium punch. Really trying to catch a lot of that.
And Noodles is also recognizing that because of the way Lyle is approaching the matchup, he's trying to catch. It's like they're trying to OS each other, counterplay the counterplay, if I may.
Yeah.
Lyle is aware of the fact that Noodles is waiting for him to do something. So instead of doing something, he's also taking another minute or not a minute, but like a microsecond or two to actually tap a button. Okay, we go for the drip change. Sup, Grim Joe? Oh, knuckle to start. Nice take on the throw. What up, Ida? Ooh. Ooh. Dude, these stand heavy kicks putting in work.
He's really, you can see he's a lot more comfortable with his character now, really moving his way around the screen a lot more comfortably, a lot more efficiently, especially with his Terry. Really spacing himself effectively to get a good punish on these whiff buttons. As good as JP's buttons are, they're not infallible, and I think that Noodles really taking that into stride.
Dude, Noodles looks like a completely different Terry. I don't know what tapes this man was watching over the weekend, but he's looking like he's 100% certain of himself. To your point, he's looking a lot more confident, comfortable in the matchup, in his approach. He's calling out all the whiffs. He's pressuring Lyle into the game that Lyle doesn't want to play. Lyle is playing a guessing game. He's not playing his usual game where he's setting things up, where he's controlling the pace of the match, and that's what you need to do to JP.
Yeah, a lot of people say, you know, you need to keep JP guessing, keep him active, but it seems Noodles is really, you know, when he's not going in, he's at least satisfied to just sit there and do nothing and wait for Lyle to, you know, hang himself, just make a mistake.
Yep. Well, Lyle in burnout now, but
Caught in the spacing trap, but
it's a
gets out of it somehow.
sizable amount of health for JP to be in burnout, but one confirm. Yo, oh, what's the button? Dude, that was the money.
That was definitely the kill there. That was definitely the kill.
What?
It was probably allowed 10 million rounds.
Ah, you know what?
And again, Noodles going for drive rush, crouch medium punch, but just delaying the crouch medium punch, going for a fake drive rush, but knowing that Lyle likes to press delay throw or delay jab on the low forward drive rush and just catching that, absolutely killing him for it.
Noodles putting himself in pole position, giving himself a fighting chance on the winner's side of life. Next up is going to be my OG, Irfan Pierce up against Gladius Lover. Now we know Gladius Lover, that is our resident Manon, not Manon. Irfan is our resident Manon player, but Gladius is our resident Marisa player. So
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
in this match, Marisa does have the bully button. She's got the plus frame, she's got the damage, but Manon is a sticky piece of gum to work around, my dude.
Manon is definitely a sticky piece of gum to work around, but especially the way Irfan plays her. Irfan definitely, let's say, an elusive player, difficult to get a read on, difficult to control in neutral, just almost absolutely impossible to get a handle on. And we'll have to see, does Gladius Lover / Spicy Rice, does he have what it takes to deal with that in the neutral? Can he win the neutral? Can he get the right reads on his own? We'll have to see.
Irfan's one of those players that will also adapt in real time to what it is that you are trying to do. He'll sniff out your game plan and wait for you to think you are sitting into a rhythm, and then you'll see yourself getting tossed around every corner of the screen. And Manon,
Most definitely.
and Manon with the middle buff system means that once she gets activated, that's a very hard character to keep out, because once those medals go to 3, it's a 2-throw scenario game. Old man Unk, what up, Unk? Unk in chat. Chat, I need to find.
I think another
I
thing.
need to find my water bottle. Talk your shit, my guy.
I think another thing with the way that Irfan plays Manon is that Irfan definitely knows what all of the fake stuff is, and he will absolutely go for the fake stuff. He does not care at all. You need to know what the fake stuff is,
Yeah.
and you need to call it out. If you don't know the fake stuff, he's gonna destroy you with it. He's gonna absolutely hang you with it.
100%, dude. He's gonna throw out the scenarios, the fake buttons, the fake setups, and see if you nice like that to understand what is happening on screen. And if you're not, then you getting checked.
One thing we absolutely have to see though is, you know, time has passed. It's not the 40s anymore. The dinosaurs have died. We're using fossil fuels already. does Irfan's experience in the arcades, will it serve for you? Or does the new generation have what it takes? We'll have to see.
Dude, this man is verified for what, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. This man is on a 40-year run, my guy. What you talking about? This man has been out here hanging with all you young, you YNs.
Hey, but you know the time has passed, man. We don't play in the arcades anymore. You must leave your tokens at home. Leave your tokens at home.
You talk about leaving tokens at home, and I often think to myself, like, how do we get people to leave their house, bruh?
Ooh, dropping the combo.
How do we get
And
people
apps.
to come outside and not play online games? Because we sitting here talking cock about the arcade era, about angst and shit, but we're living in an era where playing in the comfort of your own home is the equivalent of going to your homie's house. Like, do you still go out of your house to play fighting games?
Me. Well, this is my first Street Fighter. I haven't gone anywhere to play fighting games. I think the most I played fighting games outside of my house was when I played Tekken at Spur. That was like the extent of me playing fighting games outside of my house. Okay, one apiece, Irfan evens it up.
Tekken at Spur.
Yeah,
How
I was
old
like,
were you, please?
I was like 9 years old.
So, how did you get into fighting games, bruh? For someone like when I listen to how you communicate in terms of frame data, matchups, what's fake, what's real, what's plus, what the optimal scenario is, one would think that a legacy fighting game player, like you have like at least 5 or 10 years under your belt. How did you get into fighting games, bro?
I like Dragon Ball. And you know, Dragon Ball Fighters was on sale. I cocked it, and I was like, you know, let's try and learn. Ooh, dropping the combo is gonna be fun.
So
That's
about
really bad.
2017-ish, I'd say. So,
Yeah.
and anything else other than Dragon Ball Fighters in the time before Street
No.
Fighter 6? Just that.
Guilty Gear. I played Guilty Gear for like a month, maybe 2 months when it came out. But then, you know, they said there was going to be another DBFZ patch and I got baited into it, so I dropped Guilty Gear and, you know, absolutely tragic stuff there, honestly. I wish it...
Oh, did not have enough to tank
No.
after that colossal drop on the side of it.
Just,
Dude.
just 10 billion drops going on here.
Yep.
10 billion drops.
I legit thought when Gladius had to confirm he was going to go into CA, but the two of them just scrambling towards the end. But coming back to your point that you got baited into the DBFZ patch, dude, I feel like Bandai Namco baited people for years with that game. And at the end, at the very, very end, when people like thought, okay, we're getting a rollback, the game is finally going to be, it's going to live forever. And that rollback patch was not the patch that people thought it was going to be.
I was over it at that point, you know? Fool me once, you know what I mean? Well, I'm not gonna get baited twice, man. Like, the Lord, you gave me one patch, the patch was like ass. You did nothing that everybody wanted. So, I mean, you're not gonna bait me twice, man. Yes, we got the rollback, sure, man. But like, just let the game die, you know? It had its time, you know. It had a good array, you know. 5-6 years was the top game. Everybody was playing it. Punk was playing it. There was like Baba was playing it. But I think the downfall of the game came like right after Wawa retired. He won like 2 or 3 majors back to back, and then he retired. And I think kind of after that the game, like, not that was the reason the game took a downturn, but I think that was kind of that was when it happened. That was like the timeline, I would say. The Gladius Lava manages to even it up.
Yep.
Lovely stuff.
Juno, to your comment, is saying that they potentially are masturbators. Yep, they are definitely making people come into their bank accounts. But to your point, Freeze,
What?
I think you need to read Twitch chat, my guy. You need to read Twitch chat. To your point, like, one of the things that people were super upset about, and they were really vocal about it, is that you had the problem with the fusions which is dominating the game, whether it was Vegeta or Gogeta or what, Lab broke 21. Like, that was probably like the worst time as a DBZ fan, because
Yeah, that was definitely the worst. I would say the fusion meta was like, I think that as a player and a viewer, it was like the most boring time, because like everyone was playing fusions. But I think that the lab code era was definitely like 100 times worse.
Yeah.
because the game it took like 90 years to play out, you know?
And then you
And
and then you
then you introduce a character that has a command grab super that debuffs the character for the rest of the game, regardless of if she dies. And she debuffs his damage by like 20%, man. And it's just like, bro, that, like, and not only that, it created like a situation where it's like literally the game is a checkmate. Like, this guy he can't win. He literally can't win. It's impossible.
so
Like I said, 5 dinosaurs have died. You know, we don't drive horse and carriage anymore. We're not in that time with you anymore, 5. We must get to the times. We must get to the modern era. Like the rest of
I
us.
will never play modern. I will play leverless before I play modern. What do you mean modern? But to your
No,
point,
I'm just saying you must get with the times, you know. We're not, you know,
to your
we have electricity now. You can flip a light, 5. You can flip. You don't have to switch on candles anymore. You don't have to light candles anymore.
to your point, I will take it on the chin. My OG did get knocked down into losers, so I am gonna update this bracket right quick so we can see what it is shaping up. Irfan going 2-1.
I think that Marissa is definitely the kind of character you need to have a little bit of matchup experience against. Not against like a Marissa that's just gonna spam gladius, spam command punch, just spam specials. Like a Marissa that genuinely knows what they're doing with the Oki and stuff. And I think that Gladius Live is one of the few Marissa players in our region that does actually have that. They do actually know what is going. He does know what's going on with the character, and they definitely make use of a lot of that stuff. I like looking at the frame data there that was coming up. It was -41, which is a fake safe jump. But I mean, it's as ideal as you want it to be against Manon. You know, Manon doesn't have a light DP, so it doesn't really matter. So, but I mean, not going for the safe jump a lot of the time. Knowing Irfan likes to parry on these safe jumps, empty jumping into the command grab, you know, just absolutely taking advantage of what looked like a little bit of a lack of experience in the matchup and taking advantage of the fact of a lot of Irfan's habits in how he likes to deal with certain setups.
100%, man. A lot of what you saw towards the way that second game was closing out is that he was just sniping Irfan on the attempts to try and get anything started. And with Marissa, she's one of those characters where the damage sort of snowballs. If you don't like stop the bleeding early enough, you'll find yourself looking at your health bar like, shit, I'm about dead here. So GG's
Amen.
GG's to
Amen.
Gladius Lover. Moving on.
Marissa, the damage don't even have to snowball, bro. You can get a cheeky 40% of a stray hit. You need to be careful, bro. You need to be careful. You can't just be doing whatever you want, you know. And he was dealing with a lot of the things that Irfan likes to do. He was like calling out the neutral that like, Irfan likes to play, not really letting him press the buttons he likes to press. Irfan likes to jump a lot, and he made it very clear early on. You will not be jumping on me, going for a lot of charge gladius, you know, a lot of options to stop the jumps. Listen, you can jump, but not on me.
Okay, so Giuseppe said that he's gonna have to dip out. I am just speaking to Uncle Weezy. He says he's ready to jump in, but he just got home, so we're gonna give Uncle Weezy some time to get himself settled. Looking at the bracket, it is looking like Naruto versus GFK, so we can probably get that match while we wait for Uncle Weezy.
Isn't Weezy
Qualified
Weezy
already.
qualified already?
No, Uncle Weezy is not qualified, bruh. So right
Didn't
now,
qualify? Oh wait, he didn't qualify.
yep,
When qualified last week?
yep.
Yeah, you're right.
So what you're looking at right now is the people who have qualified for finals. It is Apollo, Jabi on winner's side. Then we've got Murambi and Vin on loser's side. So those are qualified. So Uncle Weezy never one to count himself out. Always the opportunist looking for each and every, like, you can give Uncle Weezy that much, and that man is.
I will just say, absolutely egregious from Javi entering the weekly. Absolutely egregious. Come on, man. You've got World Warrior. You're gonna get at least second place, probably first. You've got Cap Cup. Come on, man. So nobody must have money. Nobody must get money. Nah, look at it. We see how it is on you. Look at it. We see how it is.
100%, man. But dude, that's the thing. Like in
The bourgeoisie absolutely bullying the proletariat here, the working class. Absolutely.
dude, you know what? Like they said, my guy, feed them cake if they're hungry. If you want the smoke, my guy, you must come and get your cake. You can have your cake and eat it. Yo, Murambi, what's good? Does anybody know GFK's handle? Actually, I do have GFK. My apologies. He is on my what's this thing called? CFN. I do have him in here. Just find the boy real quick. Alright, the man is online. Did I manage?
Did you watch?
No, I have not.
Did you watch?
No,
man.
I have not. Bruh, I'm a night student. I don't have the same hours anymore. Like I told my son, like, I can probably finish this thing in one sitting because only.
You a nice student. You go to campus.
No.
Or is it online lectures?
Online lectures, bro.
Did you must put it on the other screen?
And then what do I absorb?
Put the lecture on mute.
What do I absorb? Just get deeply sucked in by other people's animated problems. Like, nope.
You put the lecture on mute and you throw your show on the other screen. What do you mean?
Nah, but I'll definitely finish it sooner than later because I also need to watch Guilty Gear Dual Override as well, and I need to finish that because Ozzy wants to have a talk about that on Monday, like the whole law of Unica and how she gets into Strife. Talking about Strife, if you are a Guilty Gear Strife player, you need to enter Crazy 8's because holy shit, the temperature on the competition is fever pitch. I was doing side quests. I was out playing Lies of P. I was playing Kazan. I was playing Rebirth. I was playing Black Myth Wukong, and like in that there's the dark ages of Strive in terms of the local scene, and the local scene was growing in the darkness regardless of the fact that that I was not there. And then I come back after like 2.5 years of not playing the game, and then people are absolutely cracked at this game, and I'm like,
Yeah, I will say the same. I will say the same. You know that DBFZ patch baited me, and you know now I've been left behind a little bit. I mean, if I can't take a set for 5, then you must know. Then it's looking rough. Then it's looking rough.
Unc still got Unc still got hands, bruh. Unc still got hands. You can pull up, bruh. You can.
Unc still got hands.
Yeah.
Okay, now come. Now hop in one of the slots here. Let me see if you have hands. Hop in one of the slots here. Let me see if you have hands.
Not in this game. I haven't played this game since September last year.
Okay. Oh yeah, the OS. Here's the OS. I didn't play this game. Here's the OS. Licker, man. Ah, boy.
Yo, Naruto, I know you chilling in the slot waiting for laying in the cut, just waiting for GFK. I don't know, man. Do you guys know what GFK's handle is in the WhatsApp? Because I don't have him on my WhatsApp. Oh, you probably did send me a message.
I haven't seen him in a tournament. Or I haven't seen him actually play a tournament and since
World Warrior.
Since that LCQ I played against him.
Nobody knows. Look, we're gonna give him 5 minutes. Juno, how you feel about subbing in, my guy? You're the only person I can think of right now because all the other people in chat have already qualified or are playing in tonight's bracket. You're the only one I can think of right now. Other than who else is in here? I'm scrolling.
Oh no, he's in.
Who is he in? You would, but your game is updating. What is up with you guys and your game updating? Just leave the console in sleep mode, it'll update. Oh, but you have a PC. But you can do that with Steam as well, right? Steam, if you...
You were the yellow card.
What does the yellow card mean?
I don't know. You tell me.
In soccer, if you have a yellow card, you caution, like, don't catch on cuck again, otherwise we're gonna boot you. So
yeah, but what is the cuck?
Hey?
What is the cuck?
In football, if you play fail, if you tackle...
No, in this game. What is the yellow card?
Your guess is as good as mine. A rage quitter. We must really identify these things. Okay. So GFK is here, chat. So we are gonna get this match, giving Uncle Weezy a little bit more time to sit in and get comfortable. I keep copying this man's name as Naruto Artisan, and I remember that He's resigned from.
Maverick now.
Yep, he's Maverick ZA. It's usually a place where you go if you want to see some buns and guns.
What is that? What's that ad that you see when you come from the airport? What does it say? The best view in Cape Town, no? Something like that.
Yep. Where true gentlemen meet.
You're gonna have to tell us about it, Five. You're gonna have to tell us about it.
Dude, oddly enough, I've never been inside of a gentleman's club.
Why do you say oddly enough? Why is that odd?
Because you'd think, me being a senior citizen, I would have been in
I
a
wouldn't
gentleman's
think
club.
anything. I wouldn't think anything. You should have been thinking that.
I mean, you can think what you want, but the fact remains, I've never been in a gentle. I've never been to a titty bar. It's one of the things that it still breaks my mind. Like, why would you go to a titty? Jeez, how many heavy kicks are you gonna use in this combo?
That's the easy combo. That's the easy combo. That's the less optimal combo. He might have been able to kill with the optimal one. Without lethal. Low key.
Damn.
That amount of health, punish counter forward heavy kick, low key, I think he might have killed him.
Listen,
Without lethal.
we may need to issue a formal apology. We said this man was gonna flick. This man showed up.
He showed up and and he got to learn some good Sagat combos. Hopefully he can. Oh, nice DI. Oh, don't have to punish though.
I was just gonna say the same thing, dude. You call out with the DI, you get to confirm, but you drop the combo. Oh, does it again. Okay, what you got? What you got? GFK?
Okay. GFK recognizes how Maverick likes to go for his little frame traps off of the jabs. And the thing about the Sagat's frame traps is that if he does the Nexus, it can lose to some buttons at certain ranges. But if he does, you cannot jump on Maverick. You cannot jump on Maverick.
Dude, like that
calm that down.
That is.
We've had at least 3 anti-airs so far.
That is low at this point, bro. Like, if you jump at Maverick, you know you getting smoked. He's confirmed.
If you jump, there better be a fireball. There better be a fireball. You better pray. When you jump, don't look at him. Don't look at him. Look up. Start praying that there's a fireball when you land.
Okay.
Maverick showing that experience of the character really counts for a lot here. Ooh.
Dude, that was one of the things that when we got Street Fighter 6, he was like, yo, my character isn't in the game, so I'm gonna play this Ryu. And he was on Ryu, and then when season 2 got leaked and they were like, yo, Sagat's in the game, dude, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. Like, when you play a game and your character isn't in the game, and when your character is in there, you it's like just the surge of confidence goes through your entire being, and you just know, like, okay, I'm gonna go into the lab, I'm gonna figure this shit out, and once I figure this shit out, it's up. All of you.
I will say. Wow, he was able to get it there?
Dude, that was late.
He just got the drive. I will say though, it's crazy to me that Maverick has really taken to this character, because Sagat is obviously nothing like he was in previous iterations of the game, and he's really taken the new playstyle into stride. And I will say that, people have now come to the conclusion that Sagat is insane, he's broken. And I think that Maverick, very comfortable in this character. I think he really knows how to make good use of all of those tools,
Yep. Look at that. Forward advancing low. I am getting clipped by that 100% of the time. I'm not expecting that one. Oh, should be dead here?
Off on the combo from Maverick there.
Should be dead?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, GFK taking a round.
What do you mean a round? That's a game, boy.
I mean a game, sorry.
This man is on one. GFK, I take back what I said, bruh. I thought you were gonna flick again tonight, and you showed up, and you are giving us reason to believe that you got hands like that. Can he do it again, though? Okay, we scrambling mid screen. We're going leg for leg, elbow for elbow. Mav for the confirm. Into the corner we go. Also, Freeze. Bionic says that he had to turn off the stream because his wife was looking at you.
Me?
Yep. Dude, you need to.
No, it's
okay. Let me give you pro tip. You keep the Twitch chat open, and then you keep the beatings and motivation chat open. You have to, like,
She mustn't look at me though.
she said,
I'm too young.
Freezy looks too good. You need to put the
Nah, I'm
stream
too
off.
young. I'm only a young boy. Only a young boy.
It's a Ben 10, a Ben 10.
Fine, I'm going as beaten to Comic Con.
I'll be there, my guy. I'm definitely taking a photo with you, cosplaying as Ben 10. That shit is gonna be
I'm
so
going
lit.
as Ben 10,000 because I didn't. Whoa. I didn't feel like shaving my facial hair, so I'm going as like the adult version of Ben 10.
So you're going as Benjamin 20.
Ben 10,000. Are you just making up characters now? Maverick taking the set. Doing that loyalty does mean something in the modern era.
Yep. Dude, if there's one thing that I love character loyalists, I love character specialists. But the modern era of Street Fighter, if Blaz is anything to go by, like, you need mastery over multiple characters because one character cannot cover a wide enough range of matchups. But then you get people like Mena.
Unless they're broken enough.
That's the other thing. And then you get people like Mena who just absolutely find things about a character that are underutilized, and then him being cracked and the things of the character that people aren't readily identifying, and then you just have this this potent cocktail of which way did he go? Guess for game.
I will say, I think Lanka is top tier.
Yeah.
I think him and Terry are like on the edge of top 5, interchangeable for that number 5 spot. But I will also say that I don't think it's any Blanca that's gonna get that kind of value. I mean, any Blanca can just, be random, do random command grabs, just do heavy Blanca ball anytime they want. But Mena has proven that if you push that character to its very limits, you can get so much more. Blanca is not a Kiwi character. I think that people kind of thought that about Blanca.
Yeah.
When the game came out, they thought he was a gimmick character, and everything's just kind of stupid. He has the ops, that's a gimmick, you can just jab that. He has the command grab, that's a gimmick, you can jab that. He has the Blanca ball, he perfect parry it. But I think Men has proven that. Yeah, he's got his gimmicks, but the character is real.
Yeah.
When you put the other Labubu, it's not a gimmick. You're really guessing. That's real. You're really guessing.
100%, bro. And one of the things that you also see Mena often do is he will snipe out things from long range where people were thinking that maybe their pressure is safe, maybe their setups are safe, and then like he'll disrupt the entire game plan, and that's when they fall apart, because then he's got the Lightning Beast install, he's got routes, and then just these high risk, high reward style that he approaches the game in, man. He just has this way.
Cheating.
He just has this way of unsettling his opponent to the point where he's forcing them to. It's just unforced errors the entire time, and he's smoking you on every interaction, because the moment you make any kind of mistake, he's gonna make you bleed. Mav, Ken Master Season 1, 2, 3. Aye. Ken has never beaten these allegations. Never. Not in this century.
I think Men is just cheating. I mean, that one. I think it was an Evo where he doesn't bait the amnesia the entire set against Kakaru. Then the one time he does it, he baits it. How did you know that? We're gonna have to check your controller after that one.
That's a hard read, bro. Kakeru's heart was broken for Evo Japan, but in the same year, man gets his revenge. Wins Capcom Cup, takes home a milli. Connection issues, yeah, we can see. So normally with Arango Pedro, he plays consistently, so his connection spikes every now and then. Holy shit, 400 MS.
Yeah, sometimes he's. I mean, I played against him. Sometimes his connection is okay. It's like playable, and then sometimes he has literally the worst connection I've seen in my life. So a little bit of a
dice roll.
Yeah, a little bit of a roll of the dice on that one. So
okay, Wheezy left. Wheezy. If it's 400 MS, bro, we're gonna have to make some hard decisions that I necessarily don't want to make. but are you going? What are you doing, bro? Are you activating VPN? Talk to me, bro. What's the player? Because if it's 400 ms, then that means there's an issue on his side. So we're
More
gonna,
likely, yeah.
yeah, we're gonna have to flip a coin and advance you and send him into losers because it's not your connection. Also, I would like to understand, like from Capcom Pro Tour rules, what is the vibe if your opponent have a cut connection? Is it heads or tails, and then whoever calls it right, they advance? Is that how it works?
I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it for us, but I think in NA and EU, where obviously the brackets are a lot larger and there's a lot more entrants. I think the way they do it is if your connection is ass, they sack you out the tournament.
I mean, that makes sense, bro, because when you think about it, like you shouldn't be entering your local
Yeah,
online
yeah, yeah.
weeklies if you know that your connection is cuck, because this is a competitive game and every frame in this game counts. So
Yeah.
we all know by now that any connection over a certain ms, any rollback over a certain number, the game becomes unplayable.
Yeah.
as
I
as
mean,
as
I've
good
been
as
playing
modern
a lot of.
infrastructure is.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot. I mean, I remember when DBFZ when that rollback came out. That rollback was really good. That rollback was really good. And I've been playing, and Guilty Gear when that came out and they introduced that rollback. That the netcode in that game is really good. I've been playing a lot of ranked. 200 plus is a little bit suspect, but 150, 160, even 170 is like very playable. It's a little bit hard to react to like anti-airs and stuff like that. But the game is very playable. But this game, where 150 ms, people start teleporting and shit, like it's just it's not the same, man. It's not the same. It is completely unplayable. Millia, though, I will say in Guilty Gear is like not playable at 150 ms.
Nah, dude, no
Like she's
ways.
doing the actions and shit. Like
Mm-mm.
I'm not reacting to anything, man. I am just taking 20 million mixes back to back. What do you want me to do, man? I
if
can't do anything.
if we think that Street Fighter 6 is a game where every frame counts, playing modern Guilty Gear on a CAC connection, you'll throw your controller at the screen, bro. Especially when Chip and Malia are on the screen because they are the fastest characters in the game. Malia has a triple jump. Chip can literally zoom across the screen without you. And if you
Yeah,
have a character with little to
but
no mobility, you just eating shit all day, bro. Irfan says that.
even against Kai.
I mean, Kai not so bad, but he does have neutral skip moves like stun dipper and
Like the
Kudra arc.
powder arc, I would say is a little bit hard to react to
Yeah.
sometimes, depending on the MS. Like it's a bit hard, even on 150. But this game is like,
Well, you can't
are you
DQ my
sure?
guy.
Well,
It's not your
it's not gonna
connection.
be on your side. It's not
Yeah,
gonna be on your
that's
side.
I'm of the same opinion. Yeah, well, that it's not on your side, bro. Yo, Pedro. We are gonna have to DQ you, my guy, because it is your connection more than likely. That is going to be problematic for other people. So I do apologize, my dude. Someone
Must
piss
I
with
test with
Pedro.
him? I
Okay,
can test with him, good man.
okay, go for it. Go for it, please. Arango's connection is tough. I hear you, Murambi. But kak as it
We
may
have to be
sound,
fair.
yeah, kak as it may sound, I am going to have to DQ Pedro. Is what it is. South Africa is the 24th largest country in the world. Shit, Irfan, with the actual factuals, country is
You're
huge.
not even.
I don't think we realize that we are traversing huge distances. Couple.
Well, if you wanna hop in the slot and you can just test your connection so long. Because if from me to you is fine, then you know.
Yep. By process of elimination, we should then be able to see that it is Pedro, and I'm with a sore heart. We will have to DQ Pedro.
I will also say that like South Africa is large, but I mean NA like America is also quite big, and they play from like.
They think
I mean, this is
their
they
tournaments are more
play.
regional. So I think like TNS will
I mean, this is looking fine.
looking normal.
One frame, 50 ms. Yeah, this is looking fine.
Yeah, America does not play East Coast versus West Coast. That's 100% correct. Where
Not for the For the World Warriors, yeah. The World Warriors are separated. I don't know why they have 3 World Warriors and we have 1.
Because
The entirety of Africa is 1. Like, that's a bit crazy, no?
okay, so by way of DQ, I have advanced Uncle Wheezy. So we are gonna dip into the loser side of life to get things going again. We have been yapping more than I'd like to, and you guys know I love yapping. Okay, so we are gonna start with Lal Mac up against Irfan. Then we are going to dip into the winner's side, which is going to be Noodles up against Gladislav. Then we get Uncle Wheezy versus Mav, and then we'll take it from there. I do apologize, Arango, but is what it is, my guy. Your connection is wild tonight. Normally it's decent. I know that you enter on the weekly and you normally have a decent run, but do not prejudice anybody else that is playing in the tournament this evening. We are gonna have to DQ you. Sorry, my dude. Is unfortunately what it is. I wanted to check, yeah, the names. That is what I wanted to do. I wanted to update the scoreboard.
Okay, I'm just checking connection with Aranga quickly.
But you know, that's all games, bruh. They all will download data into a cache, even if it's a 500 megabyte update. That 500 megabyte update, that data must still be placed in a certain place, if I understand how updates work correctly.
They must patch it,
Yep.
yeah. Because they have to like
Find where all the lines of code is and then overwrite those lines of code. Is that not how it works?
2 delay frames, 4 rollback frames, 270 ms. Masarango, Pedro.
Yeah. Thanks for double confirming that Arango is a little bit unstable this evening.
So yeah, when you update a game, like any game, it has to patch as well. So it needs to like place the files, delete the old files, like insert the new files. Some games do take a bit long to patch. I feel like it takes mad long to patch. Apex as well, I think takes like 20 million years to patch.
Dude, one of the games that I picked up in lockdown was what's this game? God, Modern Warfare. And the moment they dropped like an 85 gig patch one day, and I was like, what? I have to download the 85 gig patches to play this game, and that was the last time I ever played Call of Duty.
And you're like, you know what? Do you really feel like playing Call of Duty? It's fine, but I'll play something else.
Dude, like that was before Strife came out, so we were like hardcore on Tekken 7 and we were playing King of Fighters 14. That was like the 2 go-to games at the times. King of Fighters 14 international delay-based netcode, absolute dog shit, but peer-to-peer, it was fine. We could play that game for hours. Same with Tekken 7. There were people in South Africa that you had issues playing with, but the people that you had good connections with, you could like play ranked on Tekken 7 and like get matches all day, bruh. All day.
I'll say DBFZ and Guilty Gear Loki saved
the FGC, 100%, dude. It was Street Fighter 4 in 2009, and it was Guilty Gear Strive in 2021, bro. Like, that's the reason.
People were playing DBFZ, like they were still.
Yes, it is you
know,
now. Wait, no, it's not
every
you.
week.
It's Irfan and Lyle. Apologies.
Like,
Yo, Deadly
every
Attacker,
week.
how's it, my dude?
Every week there was a wanted bracket for DBFZ. Every week there was like 800 viewers, 1,000 viewers on that stream.
Yep.
Every week, and then you had like TNS for it. You had
NLBC
Bums tournaments,
and you had NLBC,
like
Next Level Battle Circuit, that was hosted by the boy
my
Spooky.
goodness, that game, and then Strive came with like perfect netcode, and then people were like, "Hey, where's our netcode for this game?"
And then
Game's been out for a while, man.
And then the infamous Harada statement when they asked him about rollback, and he said rollback is 3. It's like, what? Dude, that meme is eternal. Rollback is 3. Like, what?
Like, bro, like the rollback. I think that game had an opportunity to last for at least like another 5 years, I would say. But I think that the direction they took the game, where it was like a lot more
Irfan, you can queue up, my
random.
guy. I added Lyle. You in the lobby. I got you. You can queue up into the slot. It is you versus Lyle. I did add Lyle in the WhatsApp, so he should get that ping now. So yeah, we should get that next match under the way. This is loser side action. You were saying, Freeze?
I think that the direction of the game where it like became a lot more random, a lot less solid, and just like how long they took to get to the netcode, that rollback were like really just the game just slowly bled out.
That's what happens when big corporate prioritizes monetization over the play experience, and that can be said for Tekken 8 right now, bro, because like people have been giving them feedback since season 1 about what is wrong with the game, and they just keep dropping patch after patch after patch, broken character after
Even
broken
Street Fighter,
character. Dude, somebody has to
where they like,
pay. Dude, who do you
yeah,
think
I
is
mean,
paying for we paying for this $1 million prize pool, bruh?
you know, it's like the game does really well in Japan, so like they are hesitant to, you know, change the game in any way because they don't want the game to no longer do well. But I think, I mean, at this point, honestly, like the fan base is so clearly like they enjoy the game. Like I think they'll just play it whatever, like regardless, man.
Very few people are gonna completely drop this game in favor of something else, because in terms of 2D fighters, this is the best 2D fighter out there right now.
Yeah,
Strive exists in its own
this
pocket by
Strive
itself.
and like Fatal Fury, probably.
Dude, Fatal Fury is a sad state because that game is so good from a mechanical point of view, but
Yeah, it's just ugly.
people just don't like it, and I understand that. It just is what it is when it comes to what people's preferences are. Street Fighter is always, when it comes to SNK games versus Capcom games, Capcom fighting games have just always won the popularity contest. She's always been the homecoming queen. It's just the way
I
it
think
is.
that is one part of it, you know, and I think it's another thing is like I think that people just don't like how the game looks. I think that's just one aspect. Like people don't like how it looks.
Wow. Closing out
Um,
with the level 3.
and I think that the game just is lacking a lot of like extra source, you know. Like there's a lot of avatar players and like battle arm warriors and like people. What's the other mode? The free roam mode. World Tour. Like there's people that play that stuff, man. And you know, Fatal Fury doesn't have any of that. They don't really have like that game is pure esports. But I don't think like the only game really that's successful now with pure esports is like CS2, man.
Yeah.
Like you can't, and fighting games is really like a niche,
We are
a niche genre.
we are a niche within a niche, and our audiences cannibalize each other, with the exception of maybe 3D fighting games. But you
And Tekken,
yep,
I would say.
you'll very seldom find people who don't play multiple fighting games in a specific style, like 2D games. If they play Street Fighter, they probably play Strive. So the people that play Fatal Fury are gonna be the people that only play Fatal Fury. God damn, Lyle, absolutely decimating Yerofan. That was
Yeah,
Illuminati.
that was
Lyle, we know it's a school night, but you didn't have to do the man like that, bruh. We understand that you have to get to bed early, that you have a curfew, but that was uncalled for.
Lal coming down.
Is this a bad
Astro.
matchup for Manon? All matchups are bad for
Yes.
Manon, bruh.
Yes.
Manon is on the struggle bus.
Yes. But he's like,
She's trying to race with a shopping cart, my guy. She's in the F1.
in his owner is immediately a bad matchup for Manon. But I mean, JP is like not even a zoner. Like he's just good at everything, and he has like infinite mix-ups. You know, so it's like, so not only is Manon losing the neutral because JP has better buttons, she's losing at full screen, and she's losing at close range because she can't like she has no reversal to deal with any of the mix. So it is one of the worst matchups for her probably.
Jeez, dude, that was a bloodbath. But
Now I'm just trash. I mean,
coming
I
up,
mean, you can be, but I don't think that the matchup helps. I think that having a matchup that gives you a fighting chance would at least give you, you know, some sort of time to get in there.
Arango, I see your message, brother, and I'm saying thanks to you for understanding that your connection is a little bit out of whack this evening, and hopefully things are better on your side next week. But coming up next, it is going to be Bangshas, aka Noodles, up against Gladislav. Then we're going to get Uncle Wheezy up against Mav ZA, Battle of the Old School. And then we should have our next names for whoever is going to be on the losers' quarter side of life. But yeah, bracket progressing rather smoothly this evening. Not too many hiccups. Geez, dude. We were on air for like almost 3.5 hours on Monday with Guilty Gear. When Oxa said that they toned down damage, they were not lying. Like, I feel like Tekken needs a strive patch, and Street Fighter needs a strive patch. They need to go back to the drawing board. They need to relook at what is that people are doing, and they need
I
to
don't think
reset.
I don't think ASIP needs a strive patch, but I think that there needs to be some, what's the word? Some significant change. I think that the issue is that for like the last 2 or 3 patches, like change something significant in the meta has not really shifted ever since Maya's release. Maya has been consistently in the top 4, top 5, and that's just the way it's been for like the last 3 or 4 patches. And I think JP as well also been, for me, JP has been top 1. When they nerfed him, he was top 1. I don't care. That character is insane. But I think that people are just not liking how stagnant the meta has become.
Yep, the meta has been very, very stagnant, and that's one of the core reasons why I dropped off the game. Not only because the meta's been stagnant, but there was other games that I really wanted to play, and I was playing so much Street Fighter that I wasn't playing anything else. And then after I finished Kazan, because I did like a full playthrough and then like a New Game Plus playthrough for the Platinum Trophy, and then when I booted up Street Fighter, and I was like, it's been like 2.5 months and nothing has really shifted in this game.
Nothing has shifted.
And I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna play some City of the Wolves because I bought that game and it wasn't what I expected it to be on launch. And season 2 I just dropped, and I was like, okay, let's spin this. And dude, I've just been having fun with that game.
I've been having fun in Strive, but I'm definitely terrible at the game.
Dude, the thing.
I don't think I'm even good at this game.
Dude, the thing about
I'm even worse at
Strive
that
is you just need to get more hours under your belt. Like, once you understand what your character can do, then you need to incorporate the universal mechanics, and then the game is going to open up, bruh. Then you're just going to be like, oh, okay. The ability to express yourself and have freedom of just about everything in that game. That's something that
Not
you can
even
only
if I
find in
was
Strive.
doing what my character to do. I just didn't want anybody's doing that. It's just stop happening on the screen, and I happen to be there. I happen to be there. I don't know what's going on, man.
Like the character that you're playing, Lucy, she's like mid-tier as well. But the way you,
I'm pretty sure people say she's like bottom 1. I don't know if she's still bottom 1 post patch, but she's not very good.
I mean, it's been a week after the patch came out, so we should start to see the meta establish itself by the end of the month. Is Evo Japan. I don't think there's any other major tournaments that's coming up right now. I think if you want to get an understanding of where the game is going or where it's progressing towards, you should check out TNS on Mondays. They have their weekly strive on Mondays as well. So you can definitely check them out because they'll give you that's the proving grounds of what's happening.
The way I'm learning the game is the same way that I'm learning the other game. Like you asked, like you spoke about like how I talk about the game and stuff. It's like I'm just a knowledge sponge. Like I wouldn't say I'm great with the mechanical aspect of it. Like again, I don't think I'm very good at this game. I think I'm like slightly above average at best. But I think that for me, like the way I learn how to play games, I watch a lot of like high level play of it.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Like Noodles could kill me. The combo. Really killed.
Oh, clean neutral jump from Noodles.
Noodles has gotten the read on this command grab like 10 out of 10 times, man. I don't think he got hit with a single command grab.
Yeah.
Like he just knew every single time.
Noodles definitely had the read on what Gladiuslava was trying to execute as far as game plans were concerned, and there's a gut pick as well, just going into the neutral with big buttons, being able to shut down a lot of what Marisa's trying to do. She's going to try and space you and poke you and then start to upset your rhythm, but Sagat is, like we said, one of those characters that has just been able to fly under the radar, potentially top 5 character, really good buttons,
Potentially.
really good reach.
Potentially.
Who you got in your top 5? My JP?
Me. JP, 1. And then I was speaking about this with Juju earlier. So he says Sagat to Ed 3. I think they're interchangeable. He doesn't think so. But I think you can put Sagat 3 and Ed 2. Because I think that at Ed's peak, like at his peak of gameplay, Sahara, Lashar, Momochi, Ending Walker, I think like the character is absolutely insane. But obviously you have to be insane to make the character insane.
Ending Walker is back on Ed. Did Sahara make him a believer?
Nah, he's just bored of you. That character's bad boring, bro. I used to play that character like in the right a little bit, just when I wanna like switch my brain off. Just, you know, do forward heavy punch and just do bad damage with like next to no effort. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Ryu. I really just didn't want to think about anything. Just brain dead. That character was so stupid, man. But he's bad boring, though. And I don't think his neutral is especially brilliant either. I think his neutral is like obviously he's got fireballs and stuff, but I think his buttons are a little bit short for my liking. So that's why I prefer like Sagat and even Cammy, Kenny. I think their buttons are a little bit longer. I think that Maverick could have chipped there. It's like a button into every DP.
Irfan is in chat saying he disagrees with your take, my guy.
Disagree with what? With what thing? With my top 5?
No, with the take that you just took on Ryu with having the issues, well, the issues that you pointed out that you specifically have with Ryu's game plan.
With Ryu's game plan? I'm not saying he's bad. I just don't like his buttons. I think his buttons are like any style. And I think he's just mad boring. Because like, I mean like, if you watch like very high level Ryu, like you'll see a lot of the time they're just doing nothing, man. Like they're just doing absolutely nothing. They just walking around forward heavy punch, you know, forward heavy punch, low forward, a fire warrior, show there.
Jeez, dude, the fact that impressive display of just knowledge of how much damage you can squeeze out of a combo did not kill. God damn, that was sad to see. I was like waiting to press the Twitch click button, but it just didn't kill. Top tiers are top tier because they are risk averse. That's what Irfan is saying in chat. They tend to have.
I think that's true. That is true. I think it's nothing to say that they're risk averse. I think it's not that they don't have weaknesses. Like the weaknesses obviously are tied to their risk. But I think that like JP, like everything you do in this game has like an innate risk to what you do. Like I think everything Sagat does as an innate risk. Because I think that Sagat is just kind of like a gamble character. Like everything you do is gamble. Like if we do Nexus, take us right, like you know you lose that gamble. You do anything, like it's all a gamble, and it depends on who wins the gamble, you know. But I think that it's about like how many weaknesses do they have, how much value do they get, off of how little they have to do. Like Sagat, you know, he just does drive around, just stand medium punch 3 times, and he gets 3 frame traps. The trades, like 10 bajillion damage. JP, like he just has the best normals, the best zoning, the best mix.
And I was about to
like
say,
very little.
The thing that separates JP from all the other characters in the cast is that you have to play this game. He's never played. Yeah. He's never put into an uncomfortable situation where he needs to adapt to what is going on screen. No matter who
Besides
he's
Mena
playing.
versus Kakaru.
I mean, that's
That was
Mena.
the only time I've ever seen something like that. I've never seen a display of JP control like that. That was insane.
That's
That was
Mena,
that was
bruh.
inspiring, man. That was inspiring.
That's Mena, but Mena obviously went to go and do his homework in terms of the matchup and then also the player matchup because he more than likely did his homework on both. But
Yeah.
for your
I
average,
mean, the fact that he knew when Kakaru would, and the fact that he would be so like averse to um amnesia and just pushing. Okay. I'm not scared. I know you're not gonna amnesia. I know you're not gonna amnesia. But now you will. Like you had to know. You had to be in Kakaru's head first.
but that's to Mena's benefit as a fighting game pro player is that he can, to a very large degree, start conditioning you to expect certain things, and then also by way of his conditioning he can also make reads, because that's what Mena says, he makes hard reads. That's the core part of his game plan. He knows what the characters are capable of and the people that he's playing against. He's always studying and learning what the current things are that people are doing with the character. But that's a Mena thing, right? But with JP specifically, and what makes him good, and this is my take on it, is that he's always controlling the pace of the match, no matter who's on screen. Like in this match, you can see Will and Mav are both jockeying for position. The moment JP's on the screen, he backdashes, he's immediately set up a spacing in which he's going to control. Now you know it's Pierce, Ghost, Spike. Block high, block low. Then he has the option to depart it. He can either teleport behind you, go for the throw, or if you forward advance and he's got departed on screen, he can escape whatever pressure you were trying to set up. So he's constantly resetting the field of play and constantly limiting your options to interact with him. And I don't think any character in the game has the ability to do that to the degree that he does. The only other character that really stuck out for me that also has a game plan where they control a lot of the screen real estate is Mai. Especially with that bullshit. Yeah, with the old patch where she had the fan, where the fan was able
to... She still has the fan.
But it's not as bullshit as it was.
It's only a lot of beat at close range. Like you can't do the close range because you can punish it. But like at long range, it's still pretty good. I just think... I think that it's even more than that. I think it's not this. I think there's a lot of characters that kind of force you to play their game. You know, I think any zoner is like that. I think Guile is like that. I think, you know, I think Sim is like that. But I think what separates JP from all the other zoners is not that he has less risk to what he's doing. It's that he just has no weaknesses in any area, you know? Like he has good buttons. He doesn't have to be scared about worthing a button because like who's gonna worth punish him? He doesn't have to be scared to set up the portal. He doesn't have to be scared to like play full screen, mid screen, close range. He doesn't have to be scared on defense because he has 50 different. Like obviously ODM is a risk. Obviously wake up level 1 is a risk. Like all of those things are risks. But I think it's the fact that like it's the placement of those risks and like how much he gets off of it. Like the fact that he does wake up OD amnesia, back throws you, and you're in an immediate 50-50. That does like 40 to 50%. What? What character is getting that for 2 bars?
What?
Not two level bars. 2 drive gauge bars. He's getting all that.
You thought it was your turn, and that was the mistake that you made. Speaking about mistakes, and we're not making any of that, it is going to be Gladius Lover up against GFK, Uncle Weezy up against Laumac. Qualifying on winner's side is Pangshas, aka Noodles, and Mav. That's going to be an absolute banger when we get there, but we are going to complete our first 2 portions for the rest of the evening, which is losers quarters, losers semis, and then we'll dip up to winners, losers, and grand finals, which is going to be your first 3 portion for the evening. Gladius and GFK, you guys can queue up and you guys can get it, eh? Naruto says side 50-50 with enough time for Portal. Okay, what separates JP from other characters is that he was isekai'd from Guilty Gear.
I mean, like, think about it, right?
Reincarnated in another world from the
Listen, bro, I'm just
from the
going on a rant
from the
about JP and this
backyard to
thing.
Metro City, baby.
Think about it. Think about it, right? Even in burnout, JP he's infallible. You can't study because he has non-OD amnesia, right? And even if you do a real string where you can't get the non-OD amnesia, like you can't do heavy into DI, he can still get the amnesia there. Unlike when you do it against Zangief, he can't get back heavy punch. You can still do amnesia there. You have to do drive rush, medium punch, and then DI. But guess what? He still has level 1. And guess what? He's burnt out. If he puts you full screen, he does not care, man. He doesn't care. He's zoning you regardless, bro.
And that chat is why we hate JP. All my homies hate JP, but to the match on screen right now, it is GFK up against Gradislava. GFK is Sagat did look really good in that match with Naruto, but Naruto reminded
Looked a bit
GFK.
shaky in the first game.
Yep.
But it definitely started tightening up as the game went on.
Yep, Naruto reminded him that he's the Shadow Jutsu and Naruto is Naruto. He's not the Kagebushin. But damn, putting in work with these elbows.
Again, like I said, we don't have many Marisas in this region, so I don't have much experience in this matchup. But I would probably say Sagat probably wins this matchup. He can get some very strong punishes against a lot of Marisas tools. I mean, we saw Noodles do stand heavy punch punish on the both Gladius, and he got some good, like a meaty knee OT on that. But I mean, you can get an even more insane punish. You can do 4 heavy, and then you just do 10 million damage. So, like, there's just not a lot that Marissa can get away with in this matchup.
Yep, and the fact that Sagat has such good buttons, and he has a fireball, and he has Tiger Nexus, and he just deals a ton of damage. Wake up level 3, nobody home. If I'm you, Gladius, I was gonna say
It's very unfortunate.
I'm cashing out, dude. I'm putting big money on the board, but GFK putting up game number 1. Irfan saying the top tiers have bullshit damage to resource ratios, less risky, advanced compared to the rest of the cast. It's nothing too deep. Bars. And that's why this game.
It's nothing too deep.
That's why
I
this
suppose,
game
but-
needs. That's why the game needs some sort of shakeup, man. When does Ingrid drop?
I don't know, man. I don't think they've announced.
They gave.
Oh, I think they said spring.
They gave us the teaser trailer. Ingrid SF6 release.
I think they said late spring or late autumn, something like that.
Late spring.
I don't know when that is, but
That's this summer is June, July, so late spring would be late May, I think. So I think we'll probably get some actual factual footage from Evo Japan. Evo Japan is end of this month, so if you're looking to catch some dope FGC action, it is from May 1st until May 3rd. Locally, we are getting Red Bull Golden Letters at Comic Con. If you book the ticket for this year, that's going to be absolutely stacked as well. 30k prize pool on the line. First place is looking to take home 15k. Second place 7.5. Third place is 5 grand, and third place is 2,500 rand. So if you bought a full rider ticket for 600 bucks, you could potentially stand to make back your money and then some if you are into Tekken like that.
I watched the finals last year. It was actually quite a good thing to watch.
Dude,
Even though I know nothing about the game.
dude. Tekken at Comic Con, absolute vibes, bro. Absolute vibes. I don't want to oversell it, but if you thought last year's stage was dope, oh shit. Wait until you see what we have for you guys this year. So if you got a Comic Con ticket, come hang with your boy. Damn, GFK is putting boots to ass. Gladius is looking uncomfortable. Pop the level 3? No, we don't.
Greedy, but the greed pays off. The greed pays off. I mean, in that spot, you kind of have to think about the fact that, like, if you do the level 3, are they on guess for game? Is your Oki situation after level 3 good enough? Like, does it affect the drive gauge enough to the point where you're going to be at enough from an advantage? And I don't know what kind of damage should have gotten with level 3 there. I don't know if Sagat would have been on guess for game, so. But I mean, at the end of the day, the greed worked out, you know?
100%, man. Just like judging, not judging, just like taking into consideration the flow of the entire conversation that we've had for the evening so far, I think it's clear this has become the JP Therapy Center. Everybody is unanimous. If everybody is saying you smoking crack, then you definitely smoking crack, because everybody saying the same. Everybody saying the same shit. What a check. Okay, Gladius lover.
I think the problem for me with like a lot of the top tiers, well, actually not a lot of the top tiers. I think a lot of the top tiers have stuff that's a bit overtuned. So like, for me, I would prefer Sagat as a person that plays Sagat. I would prefer playing if that medium punch was more balanced. So I would prefer if he stand medium punch, like I had more pushback, right? Because it's +2 now, people want to +1. But I think it'd be better if Sagat, if the stand medium punch was like +2, but with more pushback. So I would prefer stuff like that. But I think that for me, the problem with JP is that he gets a lot of advantage where I feel like he shouldn't. Like his buttons have no hurtbox, like very little hurtbox on startup or on recovery, so it's like really hard to punish him. So he doesn't really struggle at mid-range or at close range. At close range in the corner especially, like he just has like the most insane mix ever that a lot of characters have to spend a lot of resources to do. So he gets a portal for a delayed block setup, for example. Alright? So like for example, you get like the Labubu and you get the Kinkans, like those have a similar function. But those characters have to spend a hard resource where he's spending 2 bars and he's getting mix, he's getting vision control, he's getting whatever he wants, man. If he wants your house, if he wants your girl, he's taking it.
Talking about,
if he wants your girl, he's putting up OD portal and he's taking it.
Talking about people that got everything that they wanted to, that round, everything landed for Gladius Lover. The way that GFK took that second round was like, okay, this is a roll of the dice. This can go either way, but god damn, Gladius Lover steamrolling their way into the next phase of Crazy 8's this evening. Let me update these scores right quick for you. So that was GFK making his exit for the evening. Gladius Lover going 2-0. God damn, man.
GFK played well though. I think that it seems to be that the Sagat is still new, especially from that first game. I think that it can definitely look a lot better over the coming weeks.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely see a little bit more of him, because I think that, you know, once you taste blood as a new vampire, you look forward to your next meal. So on us GFK,
you say that because you're a Nago player. Nah, you want to be a Nago player. Even tie your hair up like that, man.
Hey bro, I don't tie my hair like it. I grew my hair because of that, man.
Look at that. You even shave the size of it.
It's right there, chat. It's right there. See there. It's right there,
chat.
So
short, maybe.
It's right there.
That's so short.
Nah, this is just all slick to the back, bro. My ears.
You don't know.
My ears cock long. It's like in the middle of my back. My daughter gave me a little bit of a makeover on Sunday, and she was like, "Daddy, your hair is very, very long." It's like, baby, Daddy.
My hair used to be.
Daddy don't even know how long his hair is. Daddy just grow his hair like that. So yeah, Uncle Weezy versus Lyle, man.
Like my navel.
That.
And then I cut it.
Why though, bro? Why? Why you cut your hair, fam?
Because I went to Makkah and I walked around the big black box, you know.
Okay, I got you.
Now, Will versus versus Lal Mac, a tale as old as time, as they say.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely become a lot more comfortable in the worst matchup over time.
Yeah.
But so is Lyle.
Definitely.
So it's going to be a battle of attrition, a battle of mental fortitude. Who can keep a cool head the longest?
Listen, Mav.
And then-
Mav is saying, careful, Five. You're gonna act like a black vampire. You might end up in a Tani's romance novel. Listen, bruh. I'm trying to put 3 kids through university. If it's a Tani that's into that, maybe let me know. My wife won't stray. My wife will sell me if we can put our lighties through school.
Honestly, those the way people read those books, like on the train and stuff, just reading. Oh, here's what we talk about. ADM Vision to 50/50. GG's.
Disgusting.
Oh,
Not
ODM
dead.
Vision.
Oi,
Not dead.
kill him.
That's the ODM Vision right there. Oh,
Winning starts at the character select screen. Based. How dare you say something so controversial yet true? Dude, those novels, bruh. It's the power fantasy. It's like the male power fantasy when you watch American Psycho. It's just the inverse of that.
okay. Even ignoring like the oddness of the books and what they about, ignoring that, right? Just like how comfortable people are reading them in just public spaces is very strange to me.
Dude, how much weirder is it than a bra lying on his phone scrolling Instagram looking at Kinder shaking ass?
Way weirder. Extremely weird.
Dude, it's the same thing.
Extremely.
People are
No, it's not.
people are consuming.
Guys, do you
new
know what's in
content.
those books?
Yes, bruh.
Do you know what's in those
Yes,
books?
bruh.
No,
I know what's
you
in
don't.
those books, dude. I know what's in those books, my guy. There's like
You think it's 50 Shades of Grey?
no, my
Is that what you think
bruh.
it is?
It's about
Because it's 50 Shades of Grey on Tip. That's what it is.
dude. Believe me when I tell you, I'm 100% in the know about what's happening in those
Oh,
books.
are you an enjoyer of those books, right?
Me, no, bruh. The only things I read are comic
Fine,
books
you
like
can you can be
like
you can be
OG
you can, it's
Marvel
a safe
comic
space.
books. I'm busy
This
reading
is a safe space,
the
Five.
Hulk right now, bruh.
This is a safe space, Five. You can be
OG
honest
Hulk.
with us.
Dude,
You can be honest with us, Five. It's a safe space. You can be honest with us.
if I'm gonna dedicate my eyes to reading anything, bruh,
It's
it's
okay, Five.
it's
You can
not
be
gonna
honest
be
with
one
us.
of those Morning Glory.
It's
milking
not because it
farm.
all.
What? What is that? I don't even like the sound of that. Morning Glory milking farm. Who are we milking here, man? Or rather, what are we milking? That's the other concern that I have. You Freeze talking about a safe space. I feel like it's unsafe. Freeze is trying to put me in an unblockable 50-50 here. I don't even know.
I'm not picking you in anything.
I don't even know. It's bulls and wolves and dragons. Listen, you have me with dragons. Anything with dragons in, I'm inclined to have.
Okay, what if they're milking the dragons?
When we say milking,
What's sexual intent?
I was just about to say now. When we're talking about milking, we're talking about like the.
If you're not milking them like they're on a farm. It's a farm setting, but it's not like on a farm. It's definitely not like that. I don't have to read the book to know that.
Oh, God damn! I go easy getting mixed. Jeez, damn loud. Absolutely proving once again why JP is consistently a problem. More so,
I will
more
say though,
so
I
than
will say
Morning
though
Glory
that-
milking farm.
I don't know about Mosa. I don't know about Mosa. Let's not push it up. Let's not push it. But I do think that Lau played very well in that match. I think that Lau had an answer to a lot of the things that Bull was trying to get going.
Yep.
And he was just ready, just active, getting to the counterplay.
Yep. So next up it is going to be Gladius Lava. The lover of Gladiuses up against Lau Mac. Damn. Dude, the only matches that did not go the distance were in placements Gladius versus Irfan and Mav versus GFK. Everything else, with the exception also of Will versus Mav, everything else wash.
Don't ask us about how many of the matches we actually spoke about while they were on. Don't ask about that.
Listen,
You ask
people
about the stats.
people can go and watch the tapes if they wanna go and hold us accountable to what we're actually talking about this evening. But it is what it is, chat. This is the JP therapy session, the JP therapy center for people who play low tiers, and then
Don't try and save face now,
we-
Five. We weren't even
we-
talking about JP.
we've now transitioned into what people read on trains.
What you read? What
Me.
you read on the trends?
Okay, chat. Let's dive into my library, chat. Let me show you guys what I'm into.
No, we don't want to see those books. We don't want to see those books. We don't want to see those books.
Come on, chat.
You see, now he's gonna
Huh?
take out these fake books. Now he's gonna
Huh?
take out these fake books. Now he's
What
gonna take out.
what's this, chat?
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh,
The art of war.
what's this, chat?
Okay,
Hey,
okay.
what's this, chat?
Chat, you see.
That's
Look,
that's what
chat, I want
that's
you
what
to know-
I'm into, chat.
chat. I want you to know firstly.
The art of booty.
Chat, I want you to note firstly how new those books look, and secondly, I want you to note where that bookmark was in the other book. That bookmark was in the first 10 pages of that book. Don't listen to those man. He's lying to you. He's lying.
With the exception of the psychology of money, I've not started that. Start with why I recently just started Art of War. I keep reading from time to time. I've also got The Alchemist of Paulo Coelho on my shelf. I've read that also a couple of times. I've also got Atomic Habits.
Ooh, how do I finish?
And then I've also got the 48 Laws of Power, and then I've got some C.S. Lewis on the shelf as well. And then I've just got a shit ton of comic books as well. I'm rereading the Hulk again because the Hulk is like one of my favorite OG Marvel characters. So I'm very fascinated by the story of Bruce Banner and the different versions of Bruce Banner. Yeah, me and female romance novels definitely not happening Freeze, but you see what Freeze is actually
so?
doing, chat, is he's actually referring to himself, you know, and he's trying to
Me, I don't read.
he's trying to deflect.
Look, read. You want to see what books I have?
Oh no, you must definitely show us what books you have. Smash
I
players
don't
need
have
to
any.
read the 48 Laws of
Show
Showers.
you, I have no books.
You know you are
I have no
rude.
books.
This man must say Smash players need to read the 48 Laws of Showers.
No, have you not heard? There was like tournaments where they would like turn people away and they said you can't play because you stink.
Dude, I've been
Like this is the thing.
to
The same with like
what
beer
a
tournaments
back jump.
and like magic tournaments and Pokemon tournaments and stuff like they turn people away and they say you can't play if you stink.
But I've been to locals where I've also ran into this. Dude, it's not allegations, guys. It's actual factual that you get people for some or other reason who feel comfortable going into public spaces without having put on any deodorant for the morning.
When they ras.
But
When they ras.
one of the things that we were joking about, me and the other guys that are the admin staff for Red Bull Golden Letters, we were like, dude, last year it was killer in that place. There was no aircon. It was freak hot, and the Tekken stage was packed. And bruh, like for a solid maybe 4 to 5 hours, bruh, all you could sniff was body odor, and we were like, nah, that can't happen again this year. They need to figure out a way to just ventilate the area properly so that like if any smells are in there that it somehow just gets channeled away. I don't know how they're gonna figure it out, bro, but they need to figure it out because damn, that shit is nasty. Ooh, talking about nasty.
Speaking of what stinks,
This neutral
Lyle
pressure.
Loki stinks because honestly this place is looking dirty.
That's disgusting.
It is stanky. It is
Absolutely,
stanky.
Mosag.
Lyle making every right guess, every right play, converting off of every opportunity, not letting anything slip. through his old ass fingers.
Why you say loud?
I think
Old
it's-
fingers. This man is probably the youngest out of everybody playing here tonight.
JP has old fingers.
And JP's old money. That's what JP is.
JP old as hell, man. The check on the drive rush. It was dead.
Oh, this is dead. This is very dead.
Dead, isn't it? Or maybe not against. Oh, no,
Nah, it's dead. That's dead.
that's dead. I thought maybe not because of Marissa. Then I saw the first chunk that he was lead to get. I was like, okay, nah, never mind. Everybody's dead.
Man,
Wrap it up, go next.
Lal is making sure that he is going to lock in his spot, chat. This man is on one this evening. Let me put this
I mean,
over
at the
here.
end of the day, there's how much? 500 then on the line.
Yeah.
The finals.
Look, as far as money goes, I am putting up $500, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Maybe we open it up to the community, and the community can chip in as well, and we can get that prize pool a little bit bigger than that. Room settings. It's first to 3 time. Okay, first up it is Noodles versus Mav, winners finals. Noodles has been a little bit of a bracket demon for Mav. I think he has knocked Mav down previously to lose his side, but
This is also a losing matchup for Sagat. I feel at least.
Teddy versus Sagat.
Yeah, I think it's like a relatively bad matchup for Sagat.
Okay.
There's like a lot of stuff that's like Teddy can deal with like relatively easily. Yeah.
Lal doesn't like multiplayer games. Oh, we get the mirror. Okay. Certain people don't like looking in mirrors because that means they have to deal with the person in the mirror. So Noodles off to an early start, pressuring. Oof, gets the throw off the Tiger Nexus. Do it again. Oh,
Again, like I
what
said,
a
I think a lot of what Sagat does, is guess right, and there's a decent chance you win the match.
Damn, perfect
Guess wrong.
KO
And
to
you
start.
You take 2 bajillion damage, so you better make sure you're guessing right. Guess better.
Yep, that is the smell of the game. The smell of this game is 50-50. Guess right, you live. Guess wrong, you die. And right now, Noodles is guessing on money. Looking solid
Another
so far.
thing,
Oh, what a
another thing that makes Sagat very strong is that he gets Maverick calling out the fake Oki. I don't think you even need to EXTP that. I think you can LDP that if you see the Tiger knee. But I think another thing that makes Sagat really strong is that he gets. So as you learned in class previously, 5, they are real and they are fake drive rush strings, right?
Yep.
So normally a fake drive rush string would be like low forward into a medium punch, and then a jab would be real. So you can OSTP, what they call an OSTP on the fake string. But Sagat is really strong because he can make the strings real. So it's very scary to OSTP. And obviously, you know, the stand medium punch is already +2, so crouching medium punch, drive rush into low forward or stand medium punch, that's real, and he gets really good mix after that. Crouching heavy punch, standing heavy kick, all of that is real, you know. And I think that is really what Noodles is making use of in this matchup, you know. He's really getting in there, going in with the real things, with the real plus frames, getting a real mix, and Maverick just can't seem to get a right lead. But Maverick takes it around here.
Noodles back on the
But
aggressive though, trying to force
Exactly.
the issue. Noodles.
Poking him out now, absolutely piecing him up.
Yep. I did forget to update the score. Noodles is up 1 game. Mav is up around, trying to close this one out, not trying to play a 3rd round, but that overhead just knocked him back down. There should be a round for Noodles. Yep. We get to play that round regardless of whether or not Mav wanted to. So opening game with what's it looking like? Okay, we dancing, romancing.
Noodles Everyone's slowing the game down a little bit now, going to the pokes.
Noodles is doing such a good job of just shimmying in when Mav is going for these grabs. Also, good read of these neutral jumps. Dude, like one of the things that Noodles has been doing really well is calling out when his opponents are trying to get anything started just with a neutral jump and then just disrupting that pressure. Mav is down.
It's like the game down now.
It's dead.
This was the tournament combo, the easiest combo possible. No way even close to optimal, and guess what? He's still dead as hell, man. Dead as hell.
Noodles is just being more aggressive, and Mav knows how hard Sagat hits, so he's being too careful.
Noodles is getting aggressive, but I think that he also knows when to slow the game down. Like, as you saw close to the end of that round, he's walking up a light punch, he's poking, you know.
He's also doing a very good job of calling out when Mav wants to go for the throw. Oh no, that's a frustration DP that I know one when I see one. That's
He can die, yeah.
yep, that's nothing is working, so now just don't
A
give.
drop on the combo.
It's looking long. It's looking long.
This is a bad situation. Maverick is low on health, but the situation for Noodles is quite bad. Low on drive.
And that's gonna be clean. Should be able to. Oh, drops the combo. Why, Mav? Why?
A drop from Noodles, all he needed to do was drive rush heavy kick, drive rush back heavy punch into the DP, and he was dead. But he takes the round in the end anyway. A good DP. DP is good.
Again.
Goes for the Oki.
Dude, how many times?
Mav is just taking, and Noodles is absolutely killing him for it mid-screen, shimmying the text, and absolutely destroying him for it. I think with that shimmy, you could have even killed him if he really wanted to.
Noodles does have 3 stacks. This is gonna be 1 confirm into GG's. Just like
Nice
that.
backdash to avoid.
Just like that.
It's over. It's over. I mean, honestly, off of that last shimmy that he did, I'm pretty sure you could have killed with like a relatively easy combo.
Noodles.
Sagat does 10 million damage, man. This character's insane.
Noodles with a hard 3-0, bro. That is making a statement, man. So it is going to be Mav up against the Mac of Lyles. The JP matchup that we've so extensively discussed this evening. How do you feel about Mav in this one, bro?
I think, honestly, I
Are we
think
winning
that
the match at
I
the
will
character select
say-
screen?
I will say I think that both of these characters have a very good argument for either of them to be top 1. Either of them. And I think that, you know, it's a bit contended. Some people say that Sagat wins this matchup, some people say that JP wins this matchup, but I think that ultimately they both have very strong strength and very few weaknesses. I think at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to who knows more about each matchup and who can deal with the other character better. Not necessarily gonna come down to the matchup itself.
I think that Lyle is going to stick to his game plan. He's going to play his safe game and he's going to force Mav to become uncomfortable. This is a first to 3, so there is a little bit of room for adjustment here, but as we've seen...
But you see, that's the issue with Sagat though. Once Sagat is in there, he's in there, and he's making you uncomfortable. And you're just taking... did you watch much of Capcom Cup?
I watched the first 3 days, and then obviously we didn't pay for nothing, so we didn't see the finals. But yeah, that's about as much as
in the third place match between Blaz and Iguchi, Blaz does 15 medium punches in a row, mid screen, without contention. He does stand medium punch, stand medium punch, stand medium punch, crush medium punch. Stab medium punch, stab medium punch, stab medium punch, crush medium punch. Stab. And then every single time he presses stab medium punch, it's a case. If you press, you die. And that's the risk that you're going up against Sagat. You have to and you have to take a risk. Otherwise, you are just eating 50 medium punches from corner to corner. And he's just absolutely demolishing your drive range in the process. So it's going to be who can guess right better.
But right now, it looks like Lyle is playing the better guess game, because when you look at how that round played out, that was looking like Mav's round, but this is looking like Lyle's game.
Absolutely. I think that Lau is really like he's taking every opportunity that Mav gives him. When Mav takes JP to the corner and he does stand medium kick backdash, Lau says thank you. I was looking for some space and he absolutely buys it up like he's playing Monopoly. 200 Rand pass go. I'm collecting that.
Collecting his first win on the board in this losers finals match. Lau making Mav uncomfortable. Oh, wrong button on the jump in. Thought he was gonna go for the kick there. Just the punch button and he just soon by accident. But Mav opening up with a quick 1-2 combo. Gets clipped by the tiger shot. Yep, that's what I was saying, man. He has the ability to switch sides on you when you think that you are closing down, whipping this man into the corner. Nope. He has the option to get outside. Nice use of the tiger knee. Yep. Yep. Scope trying to get in his face just needs to be mindful that he can't tiger knee if he just what an anti-air.
Mav is just not pressing the advantage in the way that Sakat usually does here, you know? He's not pressing the advantage with medium punches, absolutely just making you guess and guess and guess and guess and guess. And Lyle is absolutely happy with that. Every time that Mav gives up space or tries to bait something, Lyle says, hey, thanks man. I was hoping to not get uncomfortable and I will be taking all that space you just gave me.
Yep.
And we're going back to mid-screen.
Gets clipped. So is that it then? That didn't piss me off.
I mean, when I see JP on the loading screen, I get pissed off. I don't need to see any voice lines.
Okay, we're back. Mid screen. Oh, perfect parry on the jump in. A little bit of a 1-2 check. Oh. Switching up the approach there, not going for the wait and see, but trying to be the aggressive shot down by Mav. Oh, gets firm on the OD tiger shot into the level 1.
Switching up the approach, but so is Mav. Mav just trying to not press the advantage like he was in the first half of the game, and just trying to keep him out now. Just kind of trying to pepper him with his fireballs. Press the neutral. Ooh. Devastating whip on the spacing trap there. And that's the thing with JP, you know? Like, his buttons are not punishable, but he will absolutely
First to
will
3,
punish
Lyle.
you.
First to 3, my dude. Lyle is in chat saying GG's. Thinking that that's the end of it. You got one more. Yep. Winners, losers, grand finals, first to 3, my dude. Lyle is up 2-0. If the first 2 games were anything to go by, we're gonna get a lot more of the same unless Mav is able to come up with some kind of counterplay. He needs to find a different rhythm. He needs to start relying or utilizing the things that you were saying about what it is that makes Sakat's game plan as threatening as it is. And I don't think he's leaning into that. He's playing a little bit too respectful for me. He's playing a little bit too clean. He needs to get in there and get dirty. Oh, talk about getting dirty. God.
I will say I don't think that Sagat has a great option for that, for like drive rushing in there. But that drive rush for an heavy kick absolutely demolished Lyle there.
Yep, that was a hard call out on the side of Mav. It's the DP to start.
Ooh,
OD
cross
amnesia.
cuts? We got those?
Okay, back playing full screen.
And this is kind of what I was speaking about earlier when it comes to JP. You, like, if you're too scared to take your turn and you're too scared to press your advantage when you have it, you're going to give up space and you're going to give up your turn. And JP's absolutely ecstatic to hear that.
Yep.
He loves it when you give up your turn because that means that it's time for him to send you either back full screen or send you to the corner for a little 50-50 into like 40% damage. So if you have your advantage, you need to push it. And it seems like Maverick is taking that into his stride now.
A little bit too aggressive with the DI there. I was just about to say Mav could potentially make this a gut round by closing it out because ooh, damn. You know what?
Thankfully, I'm pretty sure he's
blessing. We'll take it. Cracks the jaw.
It is you.
Okay, it's not over yet, chat. It's not over yet. So, Deadly Attacker, JP is the Street Fighter equivalent of Happy Chaos, bro. That is a straight up one to
That's a
one.
pretty.
That is a straight
That's a
up
pretty good
1-to-1
comparison.
comparison, my dude.
That's pretty good actually.
That is a 1-to-1 comparison, my dude. He is everything that's wrong with this game. You play in his game. Epic Chaos is worse. You'd rather fight JP. Nice wake up DP. Oh, nice Tiger need to get. Oh, could have punished there.
See again, backdashing and keeping up his turn, and now absolutely ecstatic with that, going back full screen.
Yep, he's in burnout.
And now Mav has to work his way back in.
Yep, dude. No other character will force his opponent to think about the approach when they're in burnout. Okay, he's out of burnout now. Oh, big jump in confirms two-toe touch. Mav up another round.
Lovely.
A war criminal. Couldn't have said it better myself. Okay, Mav. Nice adjustments that we've seen through the last 3 rounds. Okay.
Absolutely, Mav has really gone from a very slow kind of peppering playstyle with fireballs, as we saw in the first game, and a little bit in the last game, and he's turned the dial up just a little bit. Still peppering with the fireballs, keeping Mal out, not letting him take any advantage, but now pressing his advantage a lot more than he was before.
Dude, I like the fact that he's playing conservative with his own drive bar and just allowing Lau to use these OD Ghost, OD Pierce, OD Spike, burns him out. This would be the ideal opportunity to start pressing the advantage. Has to be careful. Lau does have CA. We know that Lau is a wake up CA enjoyer. Oh, checks the ankles. Clean, not going for the obvious mix, goes for the neutral jump, using that Tiger need to create that extended block, stun pressure, just keeping him locked down in that corner. It's 2-2.
I mean, honestly,
like
a really tough spot for Lyle there. Whatever he does, he has to do something. Next thing that Mav does is chip. You know, like any button into a special move and level 3 is chip. So Lyle just had to make some sort of guess, some sort of read there, and unfortunately it was wrong. But I mean, you have to die on your feet. You can't die laying down.
100%, man. It's a race to 1 right now, and Lau is opening up strong. Does have a little bit of a life lead, putting these ghosts, portals, pierces on the screen, making Mav hesitant to run any kind of game plan because, dude, this is what you want to do in a first to 1 scenario. Make the other guy come to you. Nice check on the jump in. Oh, and switches sides through the departed. Back to full screen gaming. 1 touchy. Mav pressing. If you accept death, I was just about to say, if you accept death, that you do not have any life to give, and you can play fearlessly, but 1 touch situation closes out. Potential final round here. Lau Mac.
I'm really needing to maybe switch things up from the last round. He's gonna have to look at it himself to see what changes he needs to make in this position.
Dude, I think that if he does exactly what he did in those 2 games that he won, that he should be able to close out. I think he's playing a little bit too respectful. He does have to be mindful of the fact that Lal does have a lot of space control, but right now he's walking him down into this big jump in. Oh, drops DP on the ender, but that's fine. Has another one as a backup. Oi, goes for the high five. Odd choice with the side switch. Lau does have level 3. Good pop it. Yep, that's game. GG's.
Unfortunate, as I say, American reset there. I think the 5 was supposed to be meaty. So I explained this the last time when I was in the tournament, when people were looking at me a little bit suspiciously for the wake up sweep that I did. But essentially how this game works is that some moves will whiff on crouches, right? And a good example of that is Sagat's forward heavy kick or Sagat's firewood. But if you wake up with a low but if you do it meaty, then even if they are crouching, they will still block it, right? But if you wake up with low buttons, you will basically dodge the block frames and you'll get it to whiff and crouches again. Hence why I woke up with a sweep. But I think that Mav maybe missed the timing on the fireball there, and unfortunately it came back to bite him.
100%, man. Mav just wasn't able to shut the front door, man. He did so much work in clawing back from being down 0-2,
Yeah.
and then bringing it back to 2-2, and then Lyle just going back to basics, man. Using his character
Absolute mental fortitude.
Yep, going back to basics, making sure that he makes Mav uncomfortable, played the long distance game whenever Mav was trying to close the distance, trying to get in, using the pot to get out of the corners, and then just like gradually chipping away at his life bar in the process. And by the time Mav actually got close enough to engage, your health is like basically down to like 40%. One confirmed GG's, that's all she wrote. But this is going to be grand finals for this evening's qualifier number 3 for CRZY 8's. So one of these guys is going into winner's side and one of these guys is going to take up loser's side. You guys can start the match. You missed a lot of things, 100%, dude. We saw on my side, I could see that you were missing things, but keep your eyes on the screen, chat. Be sure not to miss any of the action, because are we going to get a reset for this grand finals? Lyle, fighting from loser's side, needs to win 3 in order to stand a chance at placing on the winner's side. But it was Noodles who put Lyle into loser, so this is the run back from the placement match. So this is the run
Good
back.
perfect parry from Lyle there. Now that is a good option. It is a good option against JP to do the round wave there.
Ooh, nice.
Just to try and beat the, like, you know, the wake up amnesia. But Lyle, I've played against Lyle in the past with Teddy, and Lyle has the perfect parries from that. So it is a little bit dangerous to go for those against Lyle, because he'll absolutely make you pay for it.
Lyle not going for the level 1 as an ender there. Noodles with a magic pixel.
Doesn't work out
Nice call out on the level 1.
Not accepting any mix.
100% either. This was the first match of the evening, and it's going to be our last set to close out the evening as well. So yes, the run back and the law is accurate. We are finishing as we started.
Yep.
Gets the wall bounce off the OD amnesia. No pickup. Goes for the overhead. Goes into the throw. I like the spacing choice from Lau. Oh, what a wolf punish! Gets the pickup. Sets up the portal. Should be able to get... Woo! That
Couldn't
was...
get the conversion.
That was... Dude, I saw certain death. Goes for the Mamushka. But damn! What a call out by Noodles!
Maybe missed the... I think maybe missed the button into it, and instead just got the level 2. And obviously the level 2 is not invincible.
Wow. Game number 1. Playing like a man possessed.
Yeah, Noodles combos on TV still looking a little bit suboptimal, still a little bit day one. But we did see in the first game that he was looking a lot more comfortable on the character in terms of his neutral, the options he took, and looking very comfortable in this matchup. So we'll see if he can tighten it up going into the next few games.
Noodles does have a Mai that he can fall back to as well. I don't know if he prefers Terry into this matchup, but he did look clean in the placement matches. He did knock Lau down 2-0. So, oh, what a wolf on the rising tackle. Back to full screen we go.
Nice check on the portal.
Yep, I agree with that decision too. Oh, nice take on the throw. This should be the round. Okay.
Okay, well, Noodles mid-screen combos are not looking great. It seems that he made sure that his corner combos, where Terry gets the absolute nuclear bombs, he made sure he had those on deck.
Yep.
So
that's exactly what you want to do, man. You want to make sure that when you have your opponent in the corner situation, loud pressing buttons, full combo.
dead for that.
This is a full 50% damage.
Yep. Okay, it's not
Damn,
easy.
the magic pixel.
But the walk up crouch, I think he takes that out.
I mean,
I think I'm pretty sure that combo is dead if you optimize a little bit better.
dude,
But he takes that out anyway, so who cares, man?
dude, the fact that Noodles was aware that Lau was going to wake up and do some shit, he just ran up, crouch, medium kick, was willing to take the threat. I mean, me as well. If I do that kind of cash out, I'm running up.
Not falling for it.
Yep, I'm running up and I'm trading. I don't care what you do on wake up, I'm trading. Oi.
I'm standing half a meter in front of you and mashing jab, bro. Play something. I dare you. Play something.
Either that is an accurate take, my guy, but you would have missed everything in between, bruh. It's like having 2 slices of bread and then expecting a bologna sandwich. Oh, the power guys, did not kill.
I mean, honestly, this is looking really scary for Noodles at this point. If we just a snipe with the lack of optimization of Noodles combos is starting to come back and bite him here. He definitely could have killed there. There was a route where he could have killed, but the lack of optimization is definitely starting to kill him here.
Look, that's something for Noodles to think about as the set drags on, because you wanna not leave any damage on the table, because as you can see, once that damage starts stacking, the Mamushka. Okay. Noodles looked like he had that level 2 figured out, but Lyle going up 2 games to Noodles 1.
So,
potential bracket
the-
reset on the cards here, chat.
So the level 2 there, it's you can basically get like 6 high-low 50/50s after each other. But there, Lau just opts to not press any buttons for the mix, and he rather opts to try and bait try and go for the throw bait. And I guess it kind of works out because he gets the punish on the parry, but you know, takes the game in the end anyway.
Dude, I don't know what changed in that interaction, but Noodles seems like he's pissed off, bro. He's angry. If anything, that round was an indicator of how much he wants to get this set over with. But
If you remember, there's lore behind this matchup.
no, I do not know the law behind this matchup.
You don't remember a long time ago, Noodles and Lau played. When Noodles was full played Candy.
Okay, I'm gonna need a little bit more than that.
He was teabagging him on stream. Crazy stuff, bro. Spamming dive kicks and stuff.
Oh shit. Damn,
You don't remember that?
I might need to go watch the tapes, bro. I didn't know that they...
That was bad long ago. That was
Yeah.
like a year ago.
Dude, but
And it seems that Lau is very willing to come back and collect his revenge. Delayed payoff. Ooh, wow.
burnout on both sides now. Lal can pop the level 1 here for some chip damage, but needs to be careful. Oh, miss input. Unlucky. Potential reset round for Lyle. Teddy can use fireballs on wake up to neutralize amnesia. On knockdown, JP has to hold it. Lyle's defense on the fans' perspective is great as JP. Just not taking these throws, bro.
And then the one time he makes a guess, it's the wrong one.
Oh, it drops the combo.
Dropping the combo though. Just the absolute bollocks walk up throw. I mean, honestly, I like I said before, like the round wave and the fireballs are good, but like I said, like I've seen that Lyle does have the perfect parries on those. And if you go for the round wave, it's not a fireball in the way that others are. Like you're not gonna just, you know, perfect parry it and then go back to neutral and get like a sweep punish or something.
Yeah, no, that does put
You
in
get the
block stun
full,
quite a bit.
yeah, it's a full punish. So when Lau perfect parries the round wave, you're getting back there into the corner.
It defines saying, man, this is why Lau loses on knockdown, because he does not have great defense. Great offense. Nice check. OD amnesia. Gets clipped. Gets the pickup. Sets up departed. Oh, what a punish from Noodles.
But I mean, honestly, in this matchup, there's a lot of things that can work in Lau's favor here. Noodles combo is still not looking too optimal.
Oh, no check.
The
The
only
drive
thing
rush
that-
that time. Oh, the overhead into the throw. Kiss for game. Oh, what a
Again, late
punish!
crouch medium punch.
What
Once again,
a punish on the side of Lyle, finding,
the Lyle special.
dude, threading the needle. Ooh. Gets the
A
confirm.
trade? Was that a trade? I didn't see that was a trade, right?
Oh, what a check! Noodles went for the
No
delayed
block on the
overhead.
overhead though.
Yeah. Ooh. Into the corner we go.
I mean, Noodles is gonna have to play like almost perfectly. If he's leaving damage on the table with his combos, yeah, he has to get up in other areas.
Manages to close it
And
out.
it seems that he's
Final
absolutely doing
game,
that.
final round for Noodles potentially. Lau looking at a bracket reset here. Early level
Because
3.
the early level 3 he wants this game. He's finished. He wants this over now.
Okay.
One wrong guess from Lyle. He's only got maybe one more wrong guess.
Oh, the pressure is just mounting. It's just too much. It's just too much right now. Puts Lyle into burnout. That life is at 15%. Wall splat, GG's. Thank you so much. The disrespect on the teabag, Lyle. Gonna have to hold that one, my guy. Gonna have to hold that one.
Unfortunate. It's a good thing the tournament is over because my phone is about to die. My camera is about to die, so. Well, the only thing now that Lyle can do is he's gonna have to come back in 2 weeks' time and take his revenge then.
Yeah.
So this is the second time now that Lyle has taken a loss like this in this specific fashion.
Yep.
With a specific ending to Noodles. He's yet to get his
He's come
to
up
get
and
his get back.
yep.
So hopefully it comes for him soon, man.
Dude, that was absolutely disgusting end to what was a dope evening of Street Fighter chat. So yeah, man, shouts to Freeze for joining me on commentary this evening.
Absolutely.
One for the books in terms of not talking about Street Fighter. So
I mean, they did not talk about many of the matches, I will say.
Yeah.
And that I will agree with. We did not talk about many of the matches. We spoke mostly about the books that Five likes to read.
I was just about to say now, thanks for outing me, Freeze. I thought my secrets were safe with you, but apparently I can't have you back because you were going to tell people
There's only-
about the things that I confide in you in private with. So yeah, chat. This was the last time we saw Freeze on Crazy X. We
I mean,
won't
I
welcome
mean,
him back for another one.
Bionic doesn't want me on if I'm on comms and Bionic wants me without cam, so works out for a couple people, I suppose.
Let's see. Who are the Bionic is streaming some Pokemon Champions right now, so I am gonna send you guys over to Bionic.
We're gonna take a look at the bracket one more time.
Yeah, we can. We can definitely do that. I'm just updating.
Or next week's bracket, or not next week's, the finals bracket.
I'm just updating things on my side. That was Lyle 3-2. I mean, Noodles 3-2 over Lyle. So let's have a quick look at that. Refresh this so you guys can see it as well. Doesn't fill in the blanks automatically for some reason. So that was the tale of the tape this evening. Noodles qualifying on winners side as far as Crazy 8's finals is concerned. Let me get that up for you guys. So it is looking like Noodles versus Apollo. That's going to be your first match on winner's side. And then next week we will lock in whoever Jab is going to play. Murambi is going to go up against Lyle. Apologize for that, Murambi. I know you don't like the JP matchup, but is what it is, brother. Like I always say, I don't make the matches done make themselves. It is what it is. But we'll get our last qualifier next week, and then
we've still got 2 slots.
Yep.
And we've got some Titans that are still unqualified. Juju, I saw, signed up for the tournament today, but dropped out.
Sequela as well.
He's still unqualified. Sequeli, another Titan of the competition of the SA Street Fighter scene, unqualified. Matt still unqualified. Will still unqualified. I guess Mark, man. I guess Mark. Chavi's here, so Mark could be here as well.
Look,
So I guess Mark's still unqualified.
I'll reach out to Mark and find out if he wants.
No, don't reach out to Mark.
I'll
man.
reach out to Mark and find out if he wants to run the set. It's completely going to be up to him. But yeah, absolute names of
No,
note
man.
that
No,
that
man.
are unqualified as far as CRZY 8's finals is concerned. But just a note is that we'll run our fourth and final qualifier next week, and then the week following that is supposed to be finals, but that week I am at Comic-Con, so we won't run the finals. So I'm there like basically for the whole week in terms of setting up and then being there for the actual days of the event. So we'll run CRZY 8's finals first week of May, looking at the 6th of May. So that's going to be an absolute banger. But yeah, shouts to you guys for taking time out of your Wednesday evening to come and hang with us. I'm going to send you guys over to Bionic. He is playing some Pokemon Champions, so you can, chill out a little bit, some backseat viewing as far as interacting is concerned. Go and show my boys some love. You guys enjoy whatever
Thank you so much
it
for
is.
joining us this week, guys.
Yep. You guys can enjoy whatever it is that is. You see, yo, Diddly Teke, you in chat, bro. Like, we ran CRZY 8's for Strive on Monday, right? It's 9:15. You see how quick Street Fighter runs? Like, Strive ran until like almost 11 o'clock, bro. Strive was absolutely insane. All the matches went to the wire. There was a lot of washes this evening, bracket side as well as placement side. But yeah, I'm gonna yap too much. You guys enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening. We'll be back on Monday with some more Guilty Gear Strive for CRZY 8's. Wednesday we'll be back with Street Fighter. I will be streaming Pragmata Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you're into some Demon Hour gaming, I'm absolutely in love with everything about that game. So yeah, if you wanna hang out with me over the weekend in Demon Time, please keep those notifications turned on. Thank you to everybody who's followed the channel, clicked sub buttons. Appreciate the support. We are trying to hit 600 followers on the Twitch side before the winter gets here. But that's it from me, man. You guys have a liquor rest of your evening. Sending you over to Bionic.
Safeties, guys.